The public health sector will shut down effectively midnight if doctors under the Kenya Medical Practioners and Dentist Union make good their threat to down their tools. The doctors who say talks with government flopped will join nurses and clinical officers who have been on strike for the past 2 weeks. This comes as the Ministry of Labour is currently holding talks with the nurses and clinical officers with a view to unlock the stalemate to avert a total paralysis of the health sector.
Patients in need of health services in public hospitals will have to look elsewhere beginning midnight if doctors make good their threat and down their tools. 8 cadres, including medical officers, dentists, county directors of health, pharmacists, even medical officer interns will not report to work Monday after the lapse of their 14-day strike notice period. The doctors' strike will run concurrently with that of nurses and clinical officers, which entered its 14th day on Sunday.
Mahospitali mengi katika Kenya kwa sababu ya mkomo ya madaktari na wauguzi wote, kwa sababu ya demand zao. Nataka mjue zile demand za madaktari na wale nurses na national government, kwa sababu madaktari wanataka risk allowance na sisi kama counties hatuwezi kulipa risk allowance mpaka ipitishwe na SRC.
The medics insist they will remain out of work despite a warning by health CS that those who fail to report to work will face the sack following a court order that directed them to return to work.
Those of you who may have been on strike, to resume to avoid losing your jobs. Please do not lose your job as we go towards Christmas. As we go towards the festive season, do not be the one statistic again who will be a job seeker next year.
There will be no going back to work until all our issues are addressed. And for the first time, I want to tell you, you can see the entire nursing fraternity is united. There is no dissenting voices because we are fighting for a justified cause. We will not, and I'm telling you, Kakwe, we will not go back.
Through the General Secretary Kuko, George Gibore, the medics dismissed the said court order, stating it only suspended an earlier strike.
It should be noted that the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers and the Kenya National Union of Nurses issued a 14-day strike notice, which began on 23rd of November and ended on 7th. That's to mean the strike began on 7th. So this case, as it is, it was filed way before the date that even our strike started.
The health workers and doctors are on strike to push for, among others, provision of adequate PPEs, all health workers belonging to the vulnerable groups be exempted from active frontline duty, provision of a comprehensive medical cover, payment of salaries for UHC staff deployed in the counties, harmonization of a health risk allowance, among others. The strike by the health workers comes at a time the country is dealing with a pandemic and the possibilities of a surge of infections during the festive season. Caroline Kamar reporting for Channel 1. Lunchtime News.